Mariah's dancing on the dance floor. Naomi's there. Seal is there. Paul Thomas Anderson, the award-winning director, and Ted Demme. These are the people just hanging out on my balcony because they were friends with Andre.
Ted Demme, the director?
Yeah, the director. And they're in the studio. They're all sitting there listening to my album before it comes out. Naomi's in there. Mariah was in there for a while but couldn't handle the smoke. Right. Had to walk out. She's like, it's too smoky in here. She was wearing a Wonder Woman costume with pom-poms. I don't know, it was some kind of combination. But so this is me at 25 years old before I even had an album out. That's what being with Andre Harrell was like.
And because I also read somewhere that you wrote for Brandy.
My first cut that I ever had published was Brandy was 14 and I was 16, and I wrote a song for her on her debut album.
But how did they start knowing that you know how to write?
Brian McKnight, actually, what happened is I did a demo. Another great story. They used to call me Brian McKnight.
Barbie cut you off, but you notice every line he said is a bar. Okay, Brian McKnight.
So yeah, I call him Brian McWhite.
So I got another one. So I was in a singing group. We were called As One. It was me and 3 black guys. And one of the black guys, his godfather was Al Jarreau. So I go to my father at 13 years old and I go, Dad, we need $1,000 to cut a demo. My dad goes, no, we're not starting that. You're too young. I'm not spending $1,000 on a demo. And so we went to Al Jarreau. Al Jarreau put the $1,000 down, paid for my first demo. I got to sing 3 songs on a mic in some kind of R&B hip hop fashion. Those 3 songs got heard by Brian McKnight. And no, there's one more step. Oh, I got more bars. There's one more step. No, those records were heard by Tricky Stewart, who was a young 17-year-old producer out of Chicago, who had just moved to Los Angeles with his cousin and brother to start building their song bases. So we're in the studio working with the Braxton Sisters, and Brian McKnight is in the studio next door. Right. So I start writing songs and cutting songs with Tricky Stewart. I'm like 14, 15, and Brian hears,
so young though.
Yeah, I would ditch school every day at around 1 o'clock. I'd have my friends pick me up. My dad didn't know. I got kicked out of school later that year because I was going to the studio every day at 14 years old. But Brian ended up hearing that demo and then signed me to a record deal at Interscope Records when I was 16 with Jimmy Iovine.
Well, when I first heard of you,
can I have an ashtray, please?
Yes.
And a light.
When I first heard of you, a lighter right here.
Yes,
I thought it was Pharrell.
Oh.
But before I get to the Pharrell thing, I wanted you to say something that you said something earlier. Did you said Wayne Gretzky was dating Janet Jackson?
No, Janet Gretzky, who became Janet Gretzky.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
That would have been a story. And that was during the Janet days.
She went to all the hockey games.
That was like the way love goes.
No, I was thinking, because I'm thinking for the fans, and the fans was like, wait a minute. He just said,
he said Janet without getting a last name.
Yes. So I had to make sure, like, keep my skills sharp, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Okay, all right, so, again, when I first heard of you, I heard of you through Pharrell. Then I hit the head these Brian McKnight stories, hit the Andre Harrell story. How did you and Pharrell initially get together in the first place?
Well, Jimmy Iovine was always the king at that.
Yo, I ain't
Jimmy knew.
The name drops. It's just keep getting better and better.
The best story about Jimmy was Jimmy signed me. I remember the first time I met Jimmy Iovine, I was in the room with John McClane. John McClane was actually the one who signed me and who runs Michael Jackson's accounts and stuff like that, one of the great A&Rs of all time. So John McClane was Jimmy's right-hand man, and John loved my voice. He took me to the record store and bought me Marvin Gaye albums and blah, blah, blah. So